In this video, we're going to talk about simple service-based skills. You guys have probably heard me say this a few times in my videos and how I am diversifying my income. And you guys know that I am huge on digital products, and not just digital products, but having multiple streams of income. So I started out here on YouTube, just kind of walking you guys through how I got to my first sale in the online space with digital products, and how I was able to make thousands of dollars online, how I was able to scale up my business. And this is part of that. This is part of the ways that I was able to diversify my income. And so this is called simple service-based skills, right? So it's learning simple service-based skills so that you can offer simple service-based businesses, or you can start simple service-based businesses, which is exactly what I did. Right. So in addition to digital marketing and, just having digital products, I've also added skills like a diagnostic lab, getting my notary commission, just having a compliance company, in addition to digital marketing and digital products. Now, you can do this for any niche. It does not just have to be notary, diagnostic, or compliance. It can be done with any niche. Simple service-based skills is essentially you just taking the information that you already have or the information that you are learning and sharing it with others. That's pretty much all that it is. Okay, so I took my experience on becoming a notary and I created the notary cheat code. The notary cheat code is basically everything that I wish that I had when I was first starting out as a notary. All right, I was required to take a 8-hour class and an exam. I passed my exam with a 98. Right? So there are so many people out there that are interested in becoming a notary public, right? Getting their notary commission and being appointed by the state, but they don't know what to do, where to go, how to start. Some states don't require a class or an exam. So you really don't know what to do other than the fact that you are just watching videos on, just different platforms. But that's not enough, because then who are you asking your questions to, right? So I wanted to create a resource where it will be easier for those that are interested in diversifying their income. So let's say, for example, you don't want to be on social media. You want to make extra money. You want to be able to, diversify your income and add additional multiple streams of income, but you don't want to show your face on camera. You don't want to be on social media at all. Well, this is an option for you, right? So I created the notary cheat code and I literally put absolutely everything that I wish that I had when I started out as a notary. I put it in here, right? And so now I am showing other people exactly how they can go about doing exactly what I have done. All right. So in this notary cheat code, it's going to be every single thing that you need to start your notary business with confidence. All right, so let me put it in, actually, I think I have it here. So, boom. So this is just a note from me to you in the cheat code. So once you get it, you'll have access to this note and you'll be able to read just pretty much what I said to you. And you'll also, just have a starting place, and it'll tell you exactly what to expect from the cheat code. Now, this is going to be a preliminary guide. Okay, when you get the cheat code, this is going to be page 2 of your cheat code. Why? Because I want you to be able to see the steps and the journey of becoming a notary. Right? So these are the qualifications. Then from the qualifications, it goes into additional requirements, how to get your commission, getting your supplies, and then promoting yourself as a state appointed official. All right. So this is just to give you just kind of a bird's eye view of what to expect in the process. All right. And then what I did was I created a start here tab and section. Why? Because there's certain things that are important for you to do in the very beginning, and people are skipping these steps. People are going from deciding in their mind that they want to start a simple service-based business and just going straight for the application. You have no idea what the laws are. You have no idea what the requirements are for your state. You have no idea what you are able to charge in your state. All of these things are important when you are notarizing documents. Why? Because you have to remember that you are dealing with legally binding documents, right? So the minute you put your stamp or your signature on those documents as an official, a state appointed official, you are implicating yourself. So not knowing your laws, not knowing your fee schedule, not knowing exactly what you can offer or what you should be offering and best practices and what your state requires that's a risky game, right? So I created this start here page, and step one is essentially for you to go to the Secretary of State. So that's where you will start. So when you click on step one, it'll take you to the website for your specific Secretary of State. Okay. And it will tell you exactly which documents you need in order for you to become commissioned. All right. State, and it doesn't matter which state. For any state, it doesn't matter which state you are in. If you click on step one, it's going to take you the to the Secretary of State website for your specific state. Then step two is going to be your notary laws. So understanding your specific notary laws for your state. All right. So making sure that you are up to date on that. Step three is understanding your fee schedule. You have to know how much you are able to charge in your state, because you can get yourself into legal trouble if you are not charging what is allowed by your state, right? So just understanding your fee schedule. In the next Ink to Income bootcamp, I'm going to walk you through exactly how you can list the line items on your invoice, so that you are not implicating yourself. Because you are able to charge additional fees, but you just have to make sure that the way that you are listing it on the invoice is legal, right? And it is best practice. Okay. Step four is going to be how to prepare for your first notarization. It's going to be a video. Step five is starting your notary business, and just 5 steps to starting your notary business. It's also, I believe, a video if I'm not mistaken. And then how to do a notary appointment step by step. Okay. And then I did also include some sample forms. All right, and these are going to be the forms that you are going to need to know and understand exactly what all they do in order to become a state appointed official. Reminder, as a state appointed official, you are a trusted source. Okay, the state trusts you to operate on their behalf. So it's not anything to be taken lightly. All right, so I just give you some sample documents. So I gave you your notary journal template, your client intake sheet, you have your invoice and mileage log, and then you have a simple service price list. Okay, and so we'll go over all of these more in our Ink to Income bootcamp. And so these are also just going to be some expenses for you to consider. All expenses are going to be different for everyone, because some of you may be notary, some of you may not. Some of you may be mobile, some of you may not be mobile. Some of you may be offering diagnostic lab services, which we're going to discuss in a second. Some of you may not. Some of you may be required to take an exam. Some of you may not. Right? So all of these expenses, including the budget, is going to be different for everyone. Right? So just something for you to go through and scan through so you can know what you need and what you have. Right? So this is a sample price list, and this is an example of just things that you can charge as a notary public, right? Starting out, of course, you want to check with your state and your fee schedule for your specific state, but you are able to charge additional services for mobile notary, right? You are able to charge additional services for printing printing or scan backs, after hours, weekend services, wait time, emergency rush time, all of those things you are able to charge for. It's just how you charge for it that's important. That's the most important part, right? Making sure that you are honoring best practices so that you are able to get your money, but still in a way that it doesn't jeopardize your commission, right? If you notice, once you become a LSA, a loan signing agent, you can charge anywhere from $75 to $200 per client. That's per appointment. All right. So in order for you to even become a LSA, you have to first have your notary commission. That's the reason why I created the notary cheat code, to make this easy for you so that you can go ahead, get your commission, get what you need to get, and then move into the real money making services. Right. And having that notary commission is what is going to equip you to be able to do things like LSA, NNA, just having being able to do I-9 authorization, loan signing, just apostille, all of those things. Okay. So this is just a sample. We're going to talk more about this in Ink to Income and how you can maximize this. So the goal is for you to be making anywhere from $100 to $350 per client. Okay, that's per appointment. So if you have 3 appointments that day and it's a $200 appointment for each of them, now you're at a $600 day. Okay, you do that every day, you do the math. All right. So this is just a how to become a notary public step-by-step guide, and it's going to take you through all of the steps. It's going to give you videos on understanding what is a notary, the benefits of becoming a notary, extra income, flexible. I don't like to call it a side hustle per se. For me, it's more of a side business because I have multiple streams of income. And so it's more of a side business for me. It's an additional stream of income for me, right? The benefits of becoming a notary also adds credibility to your business or your job, right? So that's why I said getting the commission is the starting point, because once you have that commission, you are now a credible source, right? You have been appointed by the state. That is not something to be taken lightly. And that can open up more doors for you to become a notary signing agent, an LSA, just being able to do apostille work, opening up your compliance company. All of those things can come as a result of you being a notary and having your notary commission. So this is literally step by step on what to do, understanding E&O insurance, understanding the different notarial certificates. So like your acknowledgments, understanding your jurats, oaths, and affirmations, how to do a notarization that requires you to swear the person in to do an oath or affirmation. So we're going to go over all of these details in the Ink to Income Bootcamp. This is a beginner's guide for those of you that have not yet embarked on your notary journey, but you're wanting to get started and you want to start in a way that's not going to be overwhelming to you. This is it. All right. So naming your business. Now, before you go and get all name happy with naming your business, you don't want to name your business anything that is going to lock you into notarization. The goal is to be able to offer simple service-based skills under your compliance company. So your notary commission is going to be a service that you offer under your compliance company, right? So you want to be able to offer notary service, background check, so things like ink fingerprint, which is what we're going to also talk about in my next Ink to Income Bootcamp. You want to offer services like DNA testing, drug testing, loan signing, right? All of those are simple based skills. You do not need an additional degree or anything to start these services. And most people don't even know that. So you're going to take this prompt right here. You're going to put it into the platform, and it's going to give you a business name that is able to encompass all of the services that you're going to offer. So we're not thinking notary, we are thinking compliance. Okay. Then we have how to form your LLC, a step-by-step guide. So I even included just check boxes so that as you are completing each step, you can stay organized, right? You put a check next to it. I also gave you tips after every step, right? So for example, forming your LLC, you is not necessary in the beginning, okay? You don't have to necessarily form your LLC straight away. You can reserve your business name and then start marketing under your reserved business name. Okay. Also, you can click here to find out exactly what it costs in your state to formulate your LLC. Okay, and that'll tell you based on your state. All right. So when you are done step by step, it's going to bring you here. Congrats, your LLC is officially formed. Right? So you're going to go step by step. You're going to go through your checklist. And then once you are done and you said, okay, I've taken all the steps, I've done all the things. Now you come down to where it says click here to access your fillable business plan. We're going to be completing these fillable business plan together in Ink to Income Bootcamp. Okay, so all of these steps, we're going to be walking through it together in the Ink to Income Bootcamp, okay, including filling out your fillable business plan, okay, because now that we've gone through all of those steps, you are commissioned now. Now it's time for you to understand exactly what your business is going to need in order to be successful. All right. And then I also included some general questions for you to know exactly, what questions you should be asking, how to feel more comfortable. You can also keep this in your notary binder as well. But just some questions, do you have a valid unexpired government issue ID? Asking that question, but also knowing why you are asking that question and knowing what you are looking for when you are collecting the ID. All right. And then we have sample scripts. So for different scenarios, basic notary script, you have your jurat, your loan signing script, travel fee clarification script, I can't proceed script. So if you're not able to complete the notarization, how to explain that to them, and then how to ask them to fill out your journal. Last but not least, we do have additional bonus courses for you because, again, remember we said compliance is the name of the game, not notary. So notary is just the entryway. So I included how to become an online notary and a loan signing agent after you have purchased your commission. Or not purchased your commission, but after you have become commissioned. You want to increase your skills by becoming and your profit potential by becoming a loan signing agent. So that's what you're going to do here, become a loan signing agent. And that's the course for that. Then you have your mobile DNA test and your background check company test, or course rather. Then I also included 2 business card templates for you that include the QR code. In Ink to Income, we are going to go over exactly how to add the link for your scheduling point of sale platform to the QR code so that your client is able to schedule an appointment with you easily. All right. Then we have your Shop Your Notary Journal. If you don't want to just use the notary journal template that I gave you, you can purchase your own notary journal, and that's a link for you to be able to do so. And also just your must-have notary supplies. So for the next hour, Ink to Income is going to be $97. After that hour, it's going to go up to $125. So if you are not in Ink to Income, you want to go ahead and grab your seat for our September class. All right, that's it for this live, you guys. I will see you all on the next video. Bye, guys.